Get some more fries for me. Buy the burger. Buy the burger. What's wrong? Oh, you don't want me to eat no fries?
What? Say thank you. So the aunt today said he ate more fruit than he did his waffles and sausage. Um, but I don't know, like, was you not watching him and he put him on the floor? And I just have a hard time with it.
Yeah.
Like, so you eat grapes now? I don't know. I gotta put it to move. What you put?
Mm.
I can see him maybe eating them now, but
Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home
Yeah, I
in the
don't see
western
like him.
sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football.
Big one.
This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Fair catch, called for and made. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. He looks that one in nicely. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And how about that linebacker? Seeing the ball getting thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then being able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain. That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looking for a block, it's Hamilton. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll try the run. And the visitors have nothing doing as they are greeted rudely on the opening play of the game. And a lot of thrillers in the history of this series, but last year wasn't one as the tide rolled easily.
It was a beatdown, and it was replayed over and over on the TVs all throughout the facility. LSU, Jesse, had a year to think on that.
They sure did, and that Crimson Tide blowout was big on the recruiting trip.
And the ball is intercepted. Got some room to run at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play.
And he's just steamrolling the defense. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Handoff to the single back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Miller with the ball. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on, this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Smashes through the tackle. And they will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The give to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to pass. It's Milroe. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. The give is to Miller. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Right back to the well. Fights his way ahead, they get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Alabama quickly back to the line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Got a man. It's Jackson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that ball is picked off. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
To throw, it's Milroe. Looking for space to the left. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Navy is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma. He'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. The short hands, it's Jackson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they've built this dynasty at Alabama.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Complete to the left. And they're able to get him down. LSU right back to the line.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them, because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They'll get down and put a stop for the return at about the 28-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now, because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Miller with the ball. Is working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Complete to the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Pressure coming. Got his man quickly. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Pulls it in. It's long. Touchdown, Alabama! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Running to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot.
Can anyone catch it? That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. The give is to Miller. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Now improvising. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over.
Afterburners coming. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll run it. It's Haynes. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next game.
They'll leave it with him. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll run the option. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. And they lost the ball out of bounds, and they'll lose a few yards as a result.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. To the air, it's Milroe. Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And that one will give them the lead. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Penn State is ahead early in Happy Valley, but that's not exactly Saquon out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Washington. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The lone back's got it. Got room at the 35. Oh, look out. There he goes. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, LSU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
A first down for the offense. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Unloads to the right. He makes the catch. Finding more yards with the spin move. Got a lot of running room. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
Nice strike, big play in the passing games. I'll tell you what, Find your mismatches, find your advantages, what you do well, and do it again. And then again. And then we know how we do it again. Keep attacking.
Leaves it with the running back. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. They're lining up to boot it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Oh, it's a reverse. Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful. When you've got receivers with the speed that guy has, you really need to play with good eye discipline and know where the ball is at all times, because if he outflanks you, he could take it to the distance.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
The play-action fake. Now adjusting. Gets rid of it. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be. And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here it is, trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Dropping back, it's Milrow. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to get rid of it. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the... And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. LSU quick to the line. Looking to throw on second down. Dumps it to the back. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. The Tigers will snap it on first and 10.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They've got the screen set up. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
In that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And after getting that completion, they've now set up 4th and goal. This is a play they need to make. It's the 4th quarter. They're down a couple of possessions. You have to come up with a touchdown here. You need to dial up your best play possible.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 4 over Washington. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes that Alabama offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Back to throw. It's Milroe. On the run, still looking. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Right back to the well. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
Now the play fake. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to run it. Oh, spin move. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Waning moments, huge 4th down, and this crowd is rising to the occasion. They'll try to pick up the first. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Running back searching for a hole. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass, it's Nussmeier. They're setting up the screen. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Man, it is such a weapon to have running backs that can not only run the football, but can catch it as well. And a nice job there, David, finding the matchup one-on-one with a linebacker, a little angle route to get the first down.
Yeah, and those angle routes are hard to defend because the running back looks like he's going out first. So when I'm a linebacker, I'm like, oh, crap, I got to catch him. And then he breaks in really quickly and a nice throw to throw it in front of him and get the first down.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.